The Buga sphere, an occult object of esoteric design. What is the Buga sphere? The Buga sphere is an alleged mysterious artifact whose origin, function, and deeper meaning remain largely enigmatic. It first gained attention online through images and descriptions circulating within esoteric, paranormal, and occult research communities. Often described as a sealed orb of unknown composition, the sphere is reported to be metallic, inscribed with strange markings, and exhibiting unusual design features, including what appear to be magical symbols and sigils. Some speculate it was created as part of a ritual object. Others suggest it may be a technologically advanced relic or even an alchemical device, component parts of the sphere. Upon visual inspection and symbolic analysis, the Buga sphere can be broken down into several distinct elements. Outer shell, a metallic, polished surface, possibly bronze, lead alloy, or a synthetic ceramic-like compound, suggesting it was meant to withstand high pressure. Central glyphs, etched or embossed symbols, including recognizable goetic, hermetic, and sigil-based markings. Pentagram and circle, a central magical design inscribed on one face, incorporating a traditional pentagram within a circle, a classic protective and invoking motif. 5 circle in triangle symbols, repeated around the sphere, forming a geometric pattern that mimics ritualistic placement, rotational axis, speculative. Some observers suggest internal components or balancing mechanisms exist, hinting at dynamic or energetic potential, like gyroscopic movement or vibrational resonance. The spherical shape in a pressurized environment. The sphere is a perfect structural form for evenly distributing external pressure across its surface. In both natural and engineered systems, from planets to submersibles, the spherical form minimizes stress concentrations, making it ideal for containing internal pressure or resisting external force. Distributes energy or force symmetrically, allowing the Buga sphere to hypothetically function in environments of high gravity, heat, or magical containment. Symbolically, the sphere represents completeness, infinity, and the alchemical concept of the one thing, a self-contained whole. In magical and esoteric terms, the sphere also represents a self-contained microcosm or sealed world, a concept echoed in Kabbalistic and Hermetic traditions, for example, the Sephiro and the Prima Materia. The magic circle and the pentagram. On close examination, a magic circle containing a pentagram can be identified on one section of the sphere. This is a powerful symbol seen in Goetic grimoires, such as the Lesser Key of Solomon, 𝗧𝗿𝗱𝗏𝗄, and other Judaic occult fusion texts. The circle is protective, representing the boundary between the spiritual and material world. The pentagram within the circle often represents dominion over the elemental forces, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Solomonic magic. Jewish King Solomon is mythically attributed the power to bind spirits using magical sigils and geometry. The circle and pentagram being central in invoking and commanding spirits. In Jewish Kabbalistic tradition, the circle is often used in angelic invocation, while the pentagram, one point up, can be seen as representing the perfected man, Adam Kadmon, when inverted. 2 points up, especially encircled, the symbol takes on a very different meaning. Reversal of spiritual order. It flips the symbolism of Adam Kadmon, spirit, the top point, is now beneath matter. This suggests materialism dominating the spiritual or anti-divine forces. In Goetic and Satanic traditions, the inverted pentagram within a circle often represents banishment of restrictive divine law, rebellion against imposed spiritual hierarchies, for example Jehovah or cosmic order, empowerment through the self or lower will rather than submission to a higher one. Most famously, the Sigil of Baphomet, used by the Jewish Church of Satan, uses an inverted pentagram encircled with Hebrew letter spelling Leviathan, the primordial sea serpent, a symbol of chaos and hidden wisdom. Kabbalistically, this could be seen as a qliphothic inversion of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, man not illuminated, but fragmented, unbalanced. In Lurianic Kabbalah, this links to Adam Belial, or the shells, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, forces that trap divine sparks in fallen matter. The inverted pentagram of a circle represents a reversed or shadow version of the perfected human. Instead of spiritual harmony, it implies material dominance, egoic power, and in some traditions, initiation into forbidden knowledge or paths of transgression. In Kabbalistic and occult terms, it may embody the qliphothic mirror of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the fallen self, or the journey through shadow to reclaim divine sparks. This inscribed circle pentagram acts not merely as decoration, but as a magical seal, perhaps intended to trap or channel spiritual force within the sphere. The 5 circles inside triangles, occult interpretation. The 5 repeated circle in triangle symbols, found around the Buga sphere, may seem abstract, but they appear in multiple esoteric systems. Goetic magic, triangles are traditionally used as points of containment, especially in the triangle of art, where spirits are summoned outside the magician's protective circle. A circle inside a triangle then symbolized the spirit being bound within the summoning geometry. Phoenician influence. The Phoenician letter AN resembles an eye or a circle within a triangular form, associated with sight, spirit, or portal. In magical alphabets derived from Phoenician, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, or celestial script, such forms symbolize watching, or the hidden observer. Common themes in surveillance-related or talismanic magic. 5-fold symbolism. The repetition of 5 triangles mirrors the 5 elements or 5 wounds of Christ in Christian mysticism, often reinterpreted in occult systems as the 5 gates of initiation. Sigil magic, secret alphabets, and inscribed symbols. The Buga sphere is also etched with a series of sigils, unique abstract glyphs that, when compared to known sources, appear directly lifted from or inspired by established magical grimoires and symbol dictionaries. Sigil magic involves taking a desired statement of intent. For example, I summon knowledge, and condensing it into a symbolic glyph through abstraction, often by removing repeated letters and connecting the remaining ones in a stylized form. These sigils are charged through ritual, trance, or emotional release. Many of the Buga sphere symbols match or closely resemble entries from Dictionary of Occult, Hermetic, and Alchemical Sigils by Fred Gettings. Practical Sigil Magic by Frotter UD. These sources compile classical and modern sigils used to represent spirits, concepts, and magical intentions, ranging from love and wealth to summoning and protection, secret alphabets. Some markings bear resemblance to letters from the Theban, Malachim, Enochian, or passing the river script, all ceremonial alphabets used to disguise or encode magical intentions. One script fragment on the Buga sphere has been tentatively identified as a corrupted Theban, are intertwined with a sigil for Mercury, the god of communication and alchemy. Conclusion: the Buga sphere appears not merely as an artistic curiosity, but as a ritualized, occult construct deeply embedded in Hermetic, Kabbalistic, and Goetic traditions. Its geometrical perfection, a sphere, ritual seals, circle and pentagram, binding geometries, circle in triangle symbols, and esoteric inscriptions all point to a deliberate attempt to create a self-contained magical device, possibly a spirit prison, a talismanic battery, or a transdimensional key. Whether ancient artifact, modern construction, or occult hoax, the Buga sphere serves as a nexus of mystical, symbolic, and structural intrigue that mirrors ancient philosophies about containment, invocation, and cosmic balance.